I just thought I'd share. I hope these videos aren't too bouncy, but I don't want to keep stopping, so forgive me for walking and talking. We had an interesting discussion over breakfast this morning. Well, it's actually been an ongoing discussion for the last few days about backpack weight. And if you haven't walked a Camino before and you're thinking of walking one, or particularly if you're thinking of walking this one, the Via de la Plata, really think hard about your backpack weight. We're all agonizing over, how can we reduce the weight? How can we reduce the weight? And you might be thinking, well, why is that? What's different? Again, it comes back to the fact that the VDLP is a little bit different, than some of those routes with better infrastructure, because today I'm carrying 2.5 litres of water, 2.5 kilos extra, and my heels are complaining. But it's going to be pretty warm. I've got to go over 20 k's in the heat. I need that. So do take that sort of thing into account when you're going through your packing lists, because we all tend to do very detailed packing lists, and then it's, my pack will be 7 kilos plus food and water. Well, on this one, your water is probably going to be at least 2 litres, 2 kilos. I'm learning not to carry too much food. It's just too heavy and I don't need it. So I have a good breakfast. I have a, platos combinadas or something like that for lunch when I arrive at my destination. And evenings tends to be just, a bit of fruit and a yogurt or something. But I'm learning not to carry too much food whilst I'm walking. I started out, with making up bread rolls of sardines and all sorts of things, but I find just I carry a banana generally and a bag of peanuts and raisin mix and maybe a little bar of chocolate. That's plenty to get me through the day, and often don't eat all of it. So backpack weight on a Camino like this, you really need to obsess over it and get it as light as possible. I put mine on the scales in a pharmacy the other day and it was 9.5, and I think there was a litre of water on there, which means my pack, less food and water, is probably 8 kilos. That's, I'd much rather have 6. 6 would be a great weight for this Camino. And lots of people manage it. You see people with really quite small backpacks. And you get some with very huge backpacks too. My roomie last night, I didn't lift his bag, but gee, it looks huge. I'd say he's up around 12 kilos at least, but he's a big guy. So yeah, that's the message for today. When you're putting your packing list together, be ruthless. I went through my stuff again last night. I laid it all out on the bed. What can I get rid of? And I couldn't honestly find much. I pulled out a few little things like gaiters and stuff like that and just left them in the room, but I couldn't reduce by much. It's because I've got bloody rollers and knee straps and all sorts of things. That's the problem. Okay, back to the walk, folks.